Wanted your view. In a market that is down close to around 300 points approximately, that's the Nifty itself, you have IndusInd Bank that's doing a big outperformance. That's clearly telling you that the street is reading these numbers quite positively and they're expecting things to improve from here on. Your view on the stock at these levels?
Good afternoon, Nigel. Well, I think clearly the street wants to see the better numbers going forward from every such businesses, including IndusInd Bank. They have had their own trying times in the past, which I think they are overcoming. The MFI business also, where they have relatively provided for a little higher amount, I think in the uncertain times, is likely to show better performance in the second half as we gather from different channel checks. Also on the other side, the bigger possibility, the biggest one is I think a CV business, the loan portfolio is expected to show better performance in the second half. And along with that, the company has systematically grown in the corporate loan book with around 16+% kind of a growth in this quarter. So all in all put together, I think the bank is showing relatively better promise going forward with a coverage ratio of around more than 70%. In my viewpoint, I think it is reasonable to expect that they have provided for whatever the NPAs are. And from that perspective too, absolutely, I would think that I think the second half should be the better period for IndusInd Bank. So that is where I'm relatively more confident than before. Of course, the valuation is relatively safer at this point of time on this stock.
IndusInd, by the way, the day high is 1242. It's at about, 1185 as we speak. Devin, just a quick word on the market itself. I mean, it's, of course, we're looking back and trying to do a post-facto fact-finding in that sense. But the primary market action is, if you talk to people, has been absolutely through the roof, with all sorts of fun. There are 3 IPOs coming, raising about 30,000 crores in the next 10 days, 10, 12 days. Are we seeing some effect of that here on the secondary market? People lining up funds to apply in these issuances, that kind of thing? Or because globally there isn't very much of a shakeout which is happening. But here there is a bit of a cut we have on our hands.
Yes, Prashant. I think there is an element of what you call uncertainty also at this point of time. Also because of the fact that the companies who have been reporting results, except the financials, I think most of the manufacturing companies, including I think the companies which are having the raw material as their input base, I think they are facing significant amount of cost pressure, and that is what is resulting into the nervousness, called it offloading by the investors from their positions. On the other side, I think these 3 IPOs in next 15 days time, when they hit the market, are expected to basically corner some 2 lakh crore worth of money, I think from the liquidity systems, including from the NBFCs. With this kind of funding going into them, probably it is very obvious to know that I think these stocks would probably, or the players in the market would probably, I think, more busy in the IPO market vis-a-vis, I think, going into the secondary market. So yes, I think we'll have to see this particular time as well, because a lot of new funds are also going to be getting attracted into these 3 IPOs. Even though I think these 2 of them are not profit making, still I think the attraction is much higher into that sense.
Okay, all right, Devin, got that. Well, ahead of the FNO expiry, Siddharth Mambri of InCred Equities joins us. Siddharth, the bears will be happy on this expiry day. But, after that 20-day MA did break, we just saw a, 80-90 point drop out there. Your view on the index, could there be a bit of a surprise element that will play out in this series? That's for the next 40-50 minutes on. And how is the November series shaping up? Is it looking like there's a sharper correction coming?
Hi, Nigel. Thank you for having me on the show. Till yesterday, that is during market hours, data was pretty okay with Bank Nifty doing well, adding long positions. One missing part from this bullish undertone was FIs selling this market, but their selling was not impacting. Their selling was not huge. They were selling around 600, 800,000 crores in stock futures, some short formation in index futures. But yesterday's data changed everything. We were optimistic on Bank Nifty and less on Nifty yesterday. But yesterday's data, where FIs went short to the tune of 2,600 crores in index futures, which cannot be ignored, and their open interest flared up by 12%. You saw Bank Nifty open interest going up by 28%, clearly indicating that FIs have shorted Bank Nifty. Then you saw crude has not been correcting. It was going up. Yesterday, there was a sharp correction in crude as well, 86 to $82 per barrel. Bond yields, 10-year bond yields correcting. You saw aluminum base metal prices correcting substantially. So all indicators were indicating that there can be a correction. Now, whether this correction can translate into a very big correction or not, that time would tell. But yesterday's huge build-up in Bank Nifty and Nifty has not happened in this series. It has happened in next series, that is November series. So these guys are going negative for next series. The kind of correction which we are seeing, the psychological support has been breached. And a lot of people are stuck in mid-cap stocks, semi-large cap stocks. And that unwinding is still yet to come. So I think we should not be in a hurry to buy this market. It looks like that we might see some more correction from current levels. I'm anticipating that probably, those support zone of 17,800 would get challenged, and we might go towards 17,500, 600 levels. And that is where probably we need to rethink that how we should approach this market. One should stay light, don't be too adventurous. Yes, there are spaces where you can go long, but then if trend is down at this point of time, I think you should be more on the short side.
On the Nifty Bank, that's been the star performer. Virat Kohli, King Kohli, they've done quite well, and that's the reason why we're not at that 17,500 mark. But today, even that's given up. That's down close to around 1,000 points out. Where is that one headed?
So Bank Nifty, as I mentioned in my stats, that Bank Nifty open interest yesterday increased by 28%. FIs shorted. 1,000 points, yes, but if you see, Nigel, we have seen 1,000 points rally also in Bank Nifty in one single trading session when HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank, Axis all contributed. So I won't be too much of negative on Bank Nifty till the time it is above 38,000. But yes, it has potential to move towards 38,000. If I have to be stock specific, HDFC Bank yesterday added 8% in open interest with reduction in price, which means there is formation of short positions. FIs continue to sell stock futures as well. So I won't be too adventurous over here and try to do nibbling in stocks which are showing formation of short positions. Yes, there are some mid-cap names which are correcting without formation of short positions, which gave breakouts a couple of days back. I would be eyeing those names rather than large cap at this point of time. Whether I would go short or not, that's a different issue, but I'm not buying in Bank Nifty. I'm anticipating that it might move towards 38,000 level, and that is where we have to take call. So 38,000 for Bank Nifty and 17,500, 17,600 for Nifty. These are the levels which you should watch out for if you want to be adventurous to go long.
Got it. Good speaking to you, Siddharth. Thanks so much for joining in and giving us your view. You're sounding a little bit, cautious right now, and I think that's wise. Just take a look at the Nifty. We're talking about 18,000 a short while back. Almost 17,900 has almost gone. Well, we'll slip into a short break, but as we do that, we're delighted